I've got tomatoes, cucumbers,
Grant Holdaway
peppers.
spends his retirement
Ooh, that's a good one right there.
in his garden.
You gotta plant some anasazi beans. We're about out.
He's closed his nursery across the street.
I've retired, so I got a little garden now.
How little?
It's 2 acres.
But he still
The weeds.
battles weeds
Weeds and more weeds.
12 hours a day.
I only do it 6 days a week.
Holdaway lives the motto he taught his kids.
Our motto up here was hoe to the end of the row. That means whatever job you have, you finish it.
Even at 85, he goes the extra mile. Literally. See, he likes to run and run and
I
run.
started to run when
Later in life,
I was 67 years old.
Holdaway started to run
I read in the newspaper about the Wasatch Endurance Run.
ultramarathons,
It just intrigued me. Gotta pick up your pace.
50 and 100-mile races.
You have to almost train your subconscious self. There was something that just says, you gotta rest, Grant, you gotta rest. And then there's something else that says, get up and get going.
And even here on the trail, he hoed to the end of the row. Like the time he'd run 99 miles of the Wasatch 100 and had just 10 minutes to get to the finish line.
And I give it all I had, and I just crossed the finish line about 1 minute to spare. And I collapsed on the ground, and then I heard this little boy's voice that says, "Is he dead?" Next group! Next group!
And now Holdaway is here
Get ready to go!
at the start
3, 2,
of another 50-miler.
1,
He'll run.
go!
Well, now it's a fast walk for 19 hours. Is it the farming? Is it genes? What is it that allows you and makes you want to run?
Well, some people say I'm a little stupid. You don't go fast, but you just go steady. So I don't know whether it's genetic or whether it's just the fact that I've always felt like I ought to make use of my time, whatever I'm doing. Controlling and hoeing weeds is a lot like ultramarathoning because you go on and on and on.
Set your goal
And then stick with it.
and hoe to the end of your row,
There's nothing you can't accomplish.
and you can accomplish anything.
If you make up your mind to do it.
Whether your row is 50 miles long or just full
Weeds, the weeds.
of those pesky weeds. Peter Rosen, KSL 5 News. I got the idea for this story when I was talking to a photographer about an ultramarathon runner that I'd profiled years ago. And I said, well, I wonder whatever happened to Grant Holdaway. That was the guy's name. At the time, he was in his 70s, and I said, there's no way he's still running. But he was. One challenge as a one-man band was videotaping one of his workout runs. Well, what I did was this. I put 2 GoPros on my bicycle so I could ride with him. But he didn't quite run fast enough to ride a bike, and he didn't quite walk. So I ended up pushing the bike while kind of walking, running. The next challenge was shooting the first mile or so of the 50-miler. I took my camera with the sticks and then a GoPro. I shot a few shots with the camera, ditched the camera, and then ran ahead with just the GoPro. I did try to get him crossing the finish line. I went to Provo, took my kids with me, but we had to leave too early. And actually, he crossed the finish line about a half an hour after we left.